Right. In this video, I want to very quickly just hop on and share some strategies for you to convert your current audience into paying clients a bit more consistently. So if you're a golf coach who has any kind of online following, email list of past customers or clients who potentially might be interested in working with you, either in a hybrid setting or completely virtual, then you have opportunity already. You don't need tens of thousands of followers. And honestly, I know people with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers who are under monetizing their audience because they don't understand this, which is that the most amount of sales come on the back end of having a conversation with a human being and building a relationship and trust online to the point at which they actually desire to purchase something from you and become a coaching client. So I wanted to really quickly run through some actions that you can take immediately on a platform like Instagram or wherever you have a following or an audience to be able to do a better job of finding the people that are already currently sitting there desiring to get some help and potentially would work with you as a coach, but we're missing out on these opportunities because we're just throwing out content on social media, no clear path to take them on, no call to action in any of those posts, and no direction on how to take a follower and turn them into a customer or a client. It's a very simple list, but you might want to take notes on this and write this down and look to execute these things every single day as you are continuing to build your audience in the online setting. So the very first thing, start by going back and messaging all the people who have followed you in the last 30 days. So anyone that has followed you, anyone that has come to your account and said, hey, I like what you're putting out there. I'm interested in what you have to talk about as a coach. Just message them and thank them for the follow. And then after that point, you can ask them more about their goals as a golfer. And this alone will lead to opportunities for you. So if you have even just 100 followers and you have not messaged all 100 of those followers, then start there. Just send them a message, thanking them for the follow and asking them about where they're at in their journey as a golfer. Maybe ask them what styles of content they would want to see more of, what they would like to see you do with the account, what direction they'd like to see for this to go. Ask them about how long they've been playing the game, what their goals are for improvement. You can ask questions like where they live. Are they going into off season? Are they going into peak season? What does it look like for their plans to improve, depending on those different circumstances or scenarios? But this is a massive opportunity. Most coaches believe that they can just drive traffic to a profile, throw a link in their bio, and hope that people just click that link and sign up to work with them, which does not work. It's not an optimal way of getting clients online. It can work at very high levels and high volumes of traffic. So if you have hundreds of thousands of people on your account and viewing it every single day, sure, a small percentage will click those links and will ultimately decide to buy something from you. But we need to take them somewhere first. Usually that is having a conversation with a human being in DMs, building a relationship with them, and then they desire to purchase something more expensive from us, or giving them something for free in exchange for contact information or email to expose them to what we do, to dive deeper into consumption, to watch more of our videos, right? Which is like why I have a school group, why I have an email list, why I have a YouTube channel. These are all things that help build a relationship with somebody who doesn't yet know me very well, but is potentially interested in what I have to do. And the same thing applies in golf, right? These people that are just coming to your account from all over the world and following you for the first time, I don't know you well enough to go buy a coaching experience from you yet. So we need to build that relationship. And you can do a lot of the relationship building just through having conversations with people on a platform like Instagram, which has a really amazing DM feature. So again, if you haven't done this before, go back to all of your followers, especially the new ones in the last 30 days, and message them, thanking them for the follow, and then start a conversation with them. Check out their goals, see if they want more help, potentially offer them a discounted first lesson, free video analysis, whatever that might be. And that can lead to telling them about how you work with golfers in a virtual setting and seeing if they might be interested. So there's that. Then the other thing to do, every new follower that you get from this point on, make sure you reach out to them as soon as you possibly can, right? And follow up with them consistently as you are putting out content. There's a few things that this does. One, it immediately gives you opportunities to make sales into your coaching programs. But two, it also helps for them to see more of the content that you're putting out. Because Instagram notices when you're in DM conversations with people. And if you are actively in conversations with people on Instagram, they will show that person more of your content in their feed, right? Which helps for them to consume more of the stuff that you're putting out. And it's all this flywheel that builds, right? So then after that, you want to, if we're talking about a platform like Instagram, one of the most powerful features that Instagram has is stories. So you want to make sure that you're putting out at least 2 to 3 stories, if not up to 5 stories on Instagram every single day. And every 5 stories or so, which means every other day, we're putting some sort of call to action in our story. That could be a direct call to action once a week to letting people know what it looks like to work with you as a coach in a virtual setting. And it can be more indirect stuff. So use the features that Instagram provides because they like when you do that. You can put out polls, you can use sliders, you can do picture stuff. Just click that little icon in the top right, which is all about the features that you can use in stories, and use them because that boosts the engagement of your stories. It boosts the number of your followers that will see it. And stories is a really powerful way to get in front of your current followers and help to convert them into potentially becoming a client. So if you're not currently utilizing stories on Instagram, you are missing out. 2 to 5 a day, every other day, have some sort of call to action and engagement inside of your stories to start conversations with people. So when people that are following you, they like your stuff, they answer a poll, they do a slider, whatever it is, reach out to them and start a conversation. We have opportunities. Those are leads. Those are potential clients of what we do. Then on top of that, you'll also post one new piece of content to Instagram, or if you're on a platform like TikTok, X, or Twitter, or Facebook, one new piece of content that includes some sort of call to action. And I want to do that. I want to put out a new piece of content every single day. And I want to include a call to action at least once a week that is more direct to what I do as a coach. And I want to put in calls to action for engagement even more frequently, almost every post. And what that looks like is asking people to save a drill, a tip, a thought, so the next time they are practicing, they can implement it, to share it with a friend who might find value in this tip or trick or swing thought, whatever it is, or ask them to comment on the post to get something more of value or just to share their experience. And you can also do a direct call to action at least once a week, letting them know what it is that you do and the next step that they can take with you, which might be free analysis of some kind, a first lesson of some kind, whatever that is. We want to be putting that out there at least once a week. The mistake that I see a lot of coaches make is they just never put calls to action out there at all. They are just posting, value and never asking anybody to do anything, hoping that through just posting value, there's enough volume and enough traffic that the very small percentage who click the link in bio end up actually buying something from them. But then they have a link tree in their bio, which is not a great conversion tool, and ultimately is losing a lot of your traffic that you are generating. So it's not very efficient. So I wouldn't do that. Use your posts to drive engagement, to drive conversations, to get people to take actions every single week and even every day. Then we're going to reach out to every single person who likes a post, comments on one of these posts, likes a story, responds to a poll, whatever it is, every interaction on the platform of Instagram, we are going to reach out to those people and start a conversation. Those are all opportunities, right? And so just sitting back, throwing content on Instagram and waiting. This is the post and hope approach, or the post and pray of just like, well, I put stuff out there and then I hope that by some magic of online internet marketing, these people are going to desire to spend hundreds of dollars with me or even thousands. It's not how it works. We have to build a relationship. We have to choreograph this experience. We have to drive the next step in what we're trying to get them to do. We need to ask people to take that next step with us. We need to have a reason for them to do that, which is really important. And we need to be doing this every single day. This alone, these things that I just went over, those simple steps, can easily drive hundreds of opportunities for you every single month, even if you don't have a really big following, right? If you think about this, if I have 200 people that are following me that are golfers potentially interested in what I do, and I can get 10 of them to start a conversation with me this week, I might be able to get 3 new clients out of those 10. right? And depending on what I'm charging, that could be hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for me and my business over time. The sales happen not by throwing stuff out there, seeing what sticks, putting out links in bio. They happen from having conversations with other human beings. And so everything, especially on the platform of Instagram, should be driven towards have conversations with your followers, get them to engage, and then interact with them. And be willing to jump on a Zoom, offer a free initial lesson, do a free video analysis to just build the relationship, because that's the big limiting factor in online. Is people don't know you enough. They don't trust you. They don't potentially like you yet. They don't know why they should buy anything from you. And they need to be shown an initial experience, an initial reason why they would potentially consider that and buy into you as a potential coach that is going to solve their biggest problems and provide the solution that they ultimately want, which is getting better at XYZ when it comes to golf. So try those on. Those are things that you can do every single day. And just implementing these, you will get leads and opportunities from your current audience, no matter how big it is.